Hey there. Ooh, are we ready? Ready? Grab a cushion. Nice to see you, kinda. It's always so interesting starting these classes off. I'm Nikki, for those of you that already know me. I know you know that. It's been quite a day. I traveled all day today. I was able to go see my mom for Mother's Day, so I've been on the road and just was thinking I could postpone this video, but I really feel like I need it. So I'm going to share my practice with you because that's what we're here for, right? Let's get started. Come into a comfortable seat. I always like to prop myself up, just kind of coming to the edge of I have a cushion, but a blanket works really great. If you happen to have a yoga block, that's awesome too. And just come into a nice comfortable seat. Settle into the space. I could certainly use some grounding right now, so let's ground down together. We have a little bit of music for our flow here together, so hopefully we can nice and gently just integrate that into our space. Notice where the sit bones are rooted, nice and heavy into your prop, your cushion, wherever you're sitting. No matter if the feet are straight out in front of you or cross-legged, whatever is just most comfortable. We're going to take a few moments here together. So maybe get out some of the wiggles, rock side to side. Notice that nice center line where we can feel grounded, stacking the spine and the shoulders over the hips. And then we ground down back through the sit bones. Also, turning our attention all the way to the crown of the head. So feeling like there's a string tied right to that crown, right to the center of the head, reaching us a little taller. And then settle back down through the shoulders, through each side of the rib cage, down through the abdomen. Notice what we hold and carry here. And then settle back down in. Closing the eyes or bringing them nice and low to the ground. Notice what happens with all of your energy as you start to turn from an outwardly focus to an inwardly focus. We have so many outside distractions, so much movement throughout the day, so much energy in and out of the body. Tune in. Bring all this inside, and then with the breath, start to let it go. So we tend to hold on to a lot of this energy. If you're anything like me, you're a bit of an empath, and that can be a lot to carry. So I cherish this time on my mat to kind of just check out from all of that and tune into my own energy. Where am I at? Where am I feeling a little depleted? Where have I maybe given too much? Time to fill our own cup back up in the best way we know how by slowing down, truly just focusing on that breath. So take a few moments here to notice the natural breath in and out of the nose. Maybe you'd like to take a few deep exhales out the mouth, energetically letting something go. Calming the mind. Take a few more here from this space. Notice the shift. Notice how you feel. Maybe your brain likes to take the opportunity to think even faster in this moment, and that's okay. Just simply find a space of non-attachment and let the breath just guide you. Notice and let go. Hold on and release. Finding that yin and the yang. So subtle, so important. I certainly notice my erratic energy when I forget to come back to this center space. So reminding myself in this moment how important that really is. Hopefully that helps remind you as well. Bring the hands to heart center, bow the chin, just gently bringing head closer to heart. And from this space, I'd like you to imagine those new habits that you're working on this week. How does that feel? What's arriving when we start to make change in the body and in the space and in the physical world? How does that feel? What is coming up? And then from this new habit, from this thought, from these creating and breaking of patterns, set an intention. Set an intention that speaks to you this afternoon, this evening. Something you can take with you off of the mat and continue to work on. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale. Full breath out. Good. Inhale. Let it go. One more. All the way out. Slowly flutter the eyes open. Roll over the feet, removing the prop, whichever prop that you had chosen to prop up on, and come to all fours. Slowly rocking side to side, getting into the hips immediately. Find some organic movement if you'd like to keep the eyes closed. Let the body guide you. Tap into that wisdom, that beautiful innate instinct. What does the body want right now? Feel free to make big circles if you'd like to come to hula hooping the waist. Finding nice snake-like movements in the spine, warming up the sides. And then take a couple more breaths wherever you're at. I encourage you to let the head be heavy, sway side to side. And then as you're ready, sit back on your heels just a little bit and flip the fingertips towards you. This can be a bit intense, so if you'd rather do one at a time, that's okay. And the more the knees, the more you're reaching over the wrists, the less intense it is. So feel free to play with that line where we're just kind of scooting forward and back. I think the forearms are a space of our body that we sort of forget about. Still such a connecting piece of our body. So give it just that little bit of love. Maybe sway side to side. If you'd like to find a little bit of stillness, go ahead and do that. Get towards that energy line, that sensation, that edge. Take a breath in and all the way out. Slowly reach the fingertips back forward. And then we're going to stretch the front side of the arm. So make a nice fist and then come to the tops of the wrists. So our arms are really bent here and the fists are pretty tight. And then as you straighten the elbows, oh yeah, you'll feel that intensity on the outsides of the wrist. So just gently move your way in and out and side to side, whatever feels most comfortable. If you need the blanket underneath your knees, if that helps with a little extra support. I'm on carpet, so that always is nice. But if you're on a hardwood floor, always protect those knees and Just take a few more breaths here in the wrist space. Notice, yeah, those arm workouts we've been doing, just really give a moment of stretch here. Take one more breath, come to that energetic, that line, that edge where the sensation feels the deepest. Take a breath in, let it go. So good. Come up onto the fingertips, press your way back. Last little arm stretch here. If you can, sit onto the toes. So the toes are tucked under and just sort of pressed back on to the heels. Or maybe you stay up nice and high, whatever really works for your body. And then bring the right arm around, crossing it in front of you. Maybe just shift side to side, noticing the different stretches in the muscles and where that kind of hits. And then once again, pause, breath in, full breath out. Cross the body, other arm, bring it around, sway side to side, breathe through it. Come to that edge, find that full stretch, breath in, and breath out. Roll forward, plant both hands down, tap the tops of the feet, just to get that little bit of blood flow back into the little toes there. And then as you're ready, press yourself into downward facing dog. Oh, yes. I think I always just look forward to that first down dog. It helps me feel alive and back in my body, sway side to side. Being in the car a lot today just puts so much pressure on the low spine. You know, we tend to sit a lot during the day. Come into this space, organically move, slow down to tune in, just find stillness in your down dog. Hug the shoulders inward and away from the ears so we create space there. And then the head is heavy and the gaze is at the knees or maybe at the upper thighs. And sway side to side. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale. All the way out. So good. 2 more. What can you let go of? That old habit, that pattern that's no longer serving you, let it go right here, right now. Big breath into the new creation of habit and structure and patterns, and let go of the old. So good. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Let both heels fall to the right. So we're on the pinky toe edge of the right foot and the inside of the left. Feel that nice IT band stretch. Bend the knees as much as you need so it's not too intense. And then straighten them to that line, to that edge, to that sensation. Bend and straighten, keeping equal pressure through both the left and the right hand. And then bend and straighten. 2 more. Come back to the breath. I'm sure we've lost sight of it here for a moment as we continue to change our postures. Last one, straighten, come to that edge, breath in. Let it go. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Stay high on the toes and notice how that feels to stretch through the feet. Bend the knees, look forward, come into high plank. Move around as much as you need so this plank feels nice and sturdy. Breathe in and exhale, downward facing dog. Of course, the knees are there for you at all times, so honor your body. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. Bend the knees a lot. Look forward, come into high plank. Pause, hold, feel the core engage. Remember how much strength and security and trust we carry in our core. Press back, downward facing dog. Heels reach towards the ground. Bend the knees a lot. Last time, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Bend the knees a lot. Look forward. Press into high plank. Pause. Big breath. Let it go. Beautiful. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Heels reach towards the mat. Rise up onto the toes. Heels fall to the left this time. Pinky toe edge of the left foot, inside of the right foot. Feel where you feel it. Bend the knees a lot. And then straighten them, come to that edge, to that line, to that sensation. Bend the knees, straighten through. 2 more, bend deeply, release that sensation and straighten the knees, finding that edge. Last one, bend and straighten, and then gently roll back to the balls of the feet. Tiptoe, stay high on the balls of the feet, look forward, tiptoe all the way to the front of the space. Ragdoll hang, sway side to side. I like my feet nice and wide here so I can get that low spine, that hamstring stretch, and really bend through the knees too. Feel that depth and then straighten as much as you would like. Head is heavy. Allow the neck to surrender. Allow the body some space. If you'd like to find stillness right in the center line, go ahead and do so. We're going to take 3 more breaths. Find movement, find stillness, and just listen. Trust. Let go of control. Remove all expectations, all judgments, all that head talk that we've become so accustomed to. Just be free for these next few minutes together. This is your practice. This is where it all connects. Bring the fingertips to the mat, or feel free to grab your cushion if you need a little prop. Toe heel the feet all the way to big toes touching. So we have a slight gap in the heels, and then we slowly sit the hips back, coming into Utkatasana. Oh yeah, nice and early. Keep the hands reaching forward and sit a little deeper. Take a breath. Sit a little deeper. 2 more, breathe in. Sink the hips. 1 more. And flow low all the way through. Good. Halfway lift, strong spine. Reach the crown forward. Exhale, forward, fold, plant the palms. Step back, high plank, pause. Drop to the knees. Look forward, hinge into the fingertips, lower halfway or less. Listen up, press back up. We've done this before, so we're just getting a little warm up in the arms. Pressing up and back. Do just a few here. Come back to the breath. And 1 more. Back up. Modified plank. This time lower slow for 3, 2, 1 to the belly. Good. Untuck the toes. The hands are nice and light underneath the shoulders. Legs engaged so much the knees are off the mat. Exhale the air. Inhale to rise, lengthen the neck and the spine, use the back of the body, exhale down. 2 more, roll up, let it go. Last one. And all the way down. Press back, child's pose, knees nice and wide, forehead to the mat. Fully surrender down into the space. Breathe through. How can you let go a little more? How can you be even more present? What does that look like? What does that mean to you? How does that feel? Only you know. You get to decide. You really have taken a big step forward in making yourself a priority, creating new habits, checking into a routine. You should be really proud of yourself and take a moment to find some gratitude for this moment. Breathe in. Let it go. What can you be grateful for right now? Breathe that energy out into the universe. The universe knows how to match your vibration, so set that intention. Come back to what matters most. Let everything else go. You are worth it. You are worthy of happiness, of health, of a long life, of longevity, of peace and surrender, of success. You are worth it. Slowly roll up through tabletop. Press yourself back into downward facing dog. Pedal through the heels. Notice the difference. The body's already feeling warmer. The heart is feeling happier. The head is feeling calmer. All good things, right? Breathe in. Let it go. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. Look forward. Big step forward, top of the space. Halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Let the heart melt all the way down towards the legs. Toe heel the big toes to touch. Coming into Utkatasana. Breathe in. This time reach the hands high. Look down, see your toes. Wiggle the toes. Breathe in. Exhale. One more. Let it go. Slowly rise up. Bring the left knee with us. Yeah, so find that nice 90-degree bend. And then gently bring the hands in front of you. Open yourself up to the right side. This is a little balancing, tricky balance, but you've got it. So practice rooting that right foot down into the mat. The knee lifts forward. Inhale back to center. Stay with me. Keep that left leg high. Reach it back all the way. Airplane pose. Palms face the ground. Up dog in the shoulders. Gentle bend in the right knee. Stay with it. Practice really imagining the right foot rooting all the way deep, deep, deep into the earth. Finding that strength. From a strong root, we have the ability to grow. And big step back, crescent lunge, high lunge, right knee forward. Big inhale. Exhale, open, warrior two. Good. Big breath in. Settle in. Right knee bends a little more. Two more. Let it go. Last one. And cartwheel it down, plant the palms, step back if you're ready for full chaturanga. Fully bend halfway or less. Feel free to drop to the knees if you need. Either way, roll up into upward facing dog. Gently press back, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. Look forward, make your way, top of the space. Halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, forward, fold. Slowly rise into Utkatasana. Big toes touch so that we can let the legs lean against each other. If that feels like too much for your knees or your back, feel free to stand with a wider leg. But I really like the idea of the legs being able to use each other and lean against each other. Yeah, so breathe in. Sink an inch deep. This time rise up. The right knee follows. Nice 90-degree bend here. Take a moment. Each side is so different. So be gentle and kind to the body. Again, imagining that left foot rooted nice and firm into the mat. Bring the hands forward. The right hand this time opens us up. Side body twist. Bend the left knee. Keeping that balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Strong root system. Rise up. Gently, gently reach back. That right leg reaches. Left knee bends. Up dog in the chest. Palms face the ground. Stay with it. We're not here long. Take a breath. Let it go. Yes, you can. Rise up. Crescent lunge. And open into our warrior two. Good. So we find that nice deep bend in the left knee. We come back to the breath. It's amazing what a couple little balancing postures will do to the breath. Here's the back side of me. Let's hope that's not too strange. Breathe in and breathe out. One more. And let it go. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back. Feel free to challenge yourself. Full chaturanga. Hinge forward into the fingertips. Look forward, bend halfway, roll over the toes, up dog, press the mat away, and downward facing dog, pedal it out. Breathe deeply. 2 more big breaths. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And all the way out. We're going to come into half pigeon here. Big breath in, reach the right foot long and back. Look forward. I like to walk my hands forward to create a little space and then bring the right knee to the right wrist. Half pigeon. Feel free to grab some sort of cushion underneath the right hip if that feels good. The further the foot is in a 90-degree, the more intense. So the closer the right foot to the body, the less intense, hopefully. We're looking for a line, straight line just to begin, or as straight as it feels good, and definitely no pain. So if you're finding pain, I recommend coming down into a supine figure 4. So we're crossing the right ankle on the left knee, head and shoulders are relaxed, right elbow pushes into the right knee. This is a very similar hip opener. I'm going to come back into the pigeon pose. So stay wherever you're at and start to breathe, noticing what's opening here. If you haven't already, feel free to walk yourself down in, finding sleeping pigeon, and try and relax the forehead to the ground or to the hands stacked or maybe to your blanket or cushion. And breathe. Settle into the space. Big hip opener. Take a few rounds of breath here. Take a notice of when you reach the peak of the breath and find a little hang time at the top. And then on the exhale, come all the way into the depths of the belly and find a little extra push at the end, holding the breath, and find a little hang time at the bottom. Fully breathe in. Find the peak of the lungs, the top of the lungs. Take another sip of air, hold, and then exhale all the way down, imagining a full circle connection from the tailbone, our root chakra at the very base of our bottom, and then inhale all the way to the crown, maybe even above the crown, just hovering up there as we breathe into the top. Circle the space, connecting all the way around and down. I like to envision the breath flowing through the body. This helps me stay nice and present, keeping that monkey mind out of our practice here, staying super connected to the body, giving the body the full attention that it needs. Think of how much our body actually does for us on a daily basis. If this is the time you can give it and appreciate it, really beautiful space to be in. And take 2 more breaths wherever you're at. And as you're ready, slowly start to walk your hands underneath you. Tuck the back toes if you're still in half pigeon, lift the leg off, bring the right knee in, and then reach all the way back. If you're on your back, feel free to come up into downward facing dog if you'd like, or you can stay there if that feels better. We're gonna open that right hip up. So reach the right leg back, bend the left knee a lot, bend the right leg, and then open and stack. Keeping that right heel reaching towards the left side of the left body, maybe the left leg, or depending on how high it is, the outside of the left glute. And breathe. Keep that right shoulder really closed off so we're square to the ground. Take a breath in and a full breath out. If you'd like to flip your dog here this evening, one nice full breath over at the top. Try something out. Maybe you fall, and that's okay. It's kind of nice being in the presence of our own home. We can try something new. And as you're ready, flip back over, keeping that right leg nice and high, and coming into downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Breathing through. Inhale, left leg high. Look forward, walk those hands forward just a little bit. Bring left knee to left wrist, coming into pigeon on the left side. So great place for a cushion under that left hip, the left butt cheek, or maybe you come back onto your back for supine figure 4. So you'll hug the left knee into the body and find that nice outer hip stretch. So I encourage you to take a moment in your upright pigeon and just feel that hip release on the left side. And then as you're ready, fold deeply all the way down. Connecting the forehead once again to either the hands stacked or all the way under the ground. Finding a place of full surrender. Listening to the body. Where are you feeling the sensation the most? That stickiness. Maybe you're right at the edge of what feels good and maybe close to it not feeling good. Let's keep it there. Yeah, we like to go to that edge, and that's where we grow. We find that edge of making change, of creating new space in the body, similar to new habits in the life of our daily practice, this daily commitment we have to ourselves. If we don't continue to show up and grow and press past that fear, yeah, we stay stagnant. So we certainly want to challenge ourselves. And you've already done that by committing to your practice and committing to your health. And it truly is a really big deal. I don't feel like I can say it enough. A lot of people go their whole life without really recognizing how important that is. So take a few more breaths into how that feels. And as you're ready, slowly start to walk the hands underneath you. Tuck the toes of the back leg, press them out away from you. Reach the left leg high, so the right toes tuck under. And then as you're ready, if you're on your back, you can stay there or join us if you did on the other side to open up that left side. Oh, I noticed a huge difference in each side, so I just honor that and stretch a little different. Maybe move my body in a different way. Take a few breaths here. And if you did so on the other side, feel free to flip the dog, bringing the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Really find that arch and open. Again, try something new. And breathe through it. Come back around, left hand down, left leg high. And back to downward facing dog. Drop to the knees. Swing the legs around to the side. Gently coming on to the back. Hug the knees in. Rock side to side. Oh, the self-massage of the low spine is so, so healthy. From here, hold the right leg in. We're going to do a nice little supine twist. The left leg goes long onto the mat. Left hand guides the right leg across the body, reaching the right hand long. Feel the twist of the low spine. Breathe through this rinse. Take a breath. Let it go. 2 more. All the way. Last one. Let it go. Nice. Inhale, roll through center. Take your time. Hug the left knee in to meet the right. Reset the spine. Shimmy around as much as you need. And then holding the left knee in, let the right leg go long. The right hand guides the left leg across the body. Twist. Complete the twist with the gaze to the left hand. Breathe into wherever you feel that edge, wherever you feel the sensation the deepest. Breathe and let it relax. Talk to the body. Send it a message. Trust. Breathe. 2 more. Let it go. Last one. All the way. Come in through center. Hug both knees in. Give yourself a nice squeeze, finding gratitude for this moment, for the body, for the breath, for the ability to move and be together in this online community. Take a breath in. And fully surrender down into Shavasana. Let the feet roll out nice and wide. The shoulders tuck underneath us. Tuck the chin just slightly. The palms face the sky, receiving all that beautiful energy. This is where everything connects. Do your best to stay nice and still, nice and connected. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly bring awareness back to the body. Take a full breath in through the nose and a full breath out. Shavasana is calling for you to stay a little longer. Please take advantage of that and just relish in this beautiful energy. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes, turning the head side to side. Stretching the hands up over the head, pointing from fingers to toes like you just woke up. And using the arm as a pillow, roll to fetal posture. Pause. Breathe. Recognize your ability to begin again. Shavasana is also known as our corpse pose, and through that posture, we allow just a little bit of ourselves to die. Old habits, old patterns, things that are no longer serving us, negative thoughts, self-doubt. Let it go. Give yourself permission to move forward from that space that's no longer serving you. And let this fetal posture be your moment of new beginnings, of new habits, of healthy thought patterns, of a little more joy, of a little more peace and serenity in your life. Letting go of the fear, inviting the growth. Big breath. Let it go. Cross yourself up to a seat. Try and keep your eyes closed and stay connected inwardly for these last few moments, connecting hands to heart right at that center line. Tuck the chin, once again connecting head to heart. Take a moment. Let's take another breath together. Inhale. Sigh it out. Let's do one more. Don't be afraid. You're all alone or with your family. So good. Thank you so much for being here with me, for connecting through this online portal, for trusting me to guide you through this practice, for trusting yourself to be open to the process, continuing to show up. Such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Hands to third eye center, bowing to Mother Earth and all of her gracious gifts, this life, this air, pranayama. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful. Enjoy your evening. Have a beautiful Tuesday night or Wednesday, depending on when you're doing this, or whatever day it is. Have a beautiful day. Love you.